Hey Vakasha, do you know if you're in Saudi Arabia and you lead the team to the World Cup, how are you rewarded?
Man, like a gold Ferrari, 1,000 camels, like a nice villa, I don't know.
Yeah, that's I'm sure the coaches also hoped. But you are sacked, then your successor is also sacked, and then you get somebody who has failed to lead another team to the World Cup.
Are you serious?
That's how what happened with the Saudi team.
Oh man. By the way, so see, such cool information you're getting from us here at the Quint. We're here to talk about Group A at the World Cup, which comprises
of host Russia, Uruguay,
Russia the host, Uruguay,
Saudi and Egypt.
So, clear favorites in there, right?
Like Uruguay, I think we all know Uruguay is topping the group.
I mean, yeah, you got Suarez and Cavani up front, like one of the best strike partnerships in international football.
Both of them had Cavani had a good season.
I think good season. Even Suarez had a good season. We just like.
But again, we are not used to.
I mean, yeah, he scored 31 goals, and we're still saying, yeah, it was an okay season. But you know, not bad.
See, that's not our fault. That's the standard.
Yeah, these guys should not have scored so many goals earlier, right? So you got Uruguay looking quite strong. But what comes next? Because two teams obviously go.
That's the talking point in this group. Who is going through after Uruguay? Who's joining Uruguay?
Yeah.
Russia or Egypt? Egypt because of one man only.
I mean, Mo Salah, what a great season, right? 44 goals, like completely looked
like it was really sad.
Till Sergio Ramos from your team Madrid.
Again,
your team, your man.
Legal tackle. We are not going there. This is World Cup, no club football.
But yes, Salah, of course, he was injured in the Champions League final. We're not sure which games he's going to get to play for Egypt in this World Cup, but he is crucial to their success. Perhaps too crucial, because I mean they've got a decent defense, a decent midfield.
But again, that is
attack. Salah's kind of it, right?
That's the problem. Too reliant on Salah. Apart from that, you hardly know. The only other person I know properly in the group is that 45-year-old goalkeeper who's going to.
Yeah, they have a 45-year-old goalkeeper. And when they play Russia, you're going to have a 45-year-old on one team and a 39-year-old on the other with Ignashevich for Russia. And that's a big game, right? 19th June.
That's the biggest game.
Russia versus Egypt, because that's going to decide who's really going to be second in this group. Because you're looking at Uruguay going first, then whoever is able to beat Saudi Arabia by more goals, and whoever wins between Russia and Egypt is basically going to go through in the group, right?
See, again, on paper, Russia is a stronger team. Without Egypt sans Mo Salah, doesn't look that strong.
Russia has a few decent players. They've got Golovin in midfield, who I'm really excited about. And we've seen him play. Like, I saw him play for CSK against Arsenal. Like, amazing shots and sort of long shots, free kicks, all that kind of stuff. Miranchuk, old favourite Alan Zagoev. He's never really torn it up as we thought he would, but he's done really well in Russia anyway. And, you know, but that defense is just...
Defense is weak. Again, that injuries, too many injuries. Their main striker,
Corcoran is
not there.
So it's a mixed bag, right? On the one hand, they've got some injuries and all, but so it could
somehow I believe, at least till now, Mo Salah is not making it to the World Cup till the last game of the group stages or maybe the knockout stages. So somehow that has helped it to balance it out for both Russia and Egypt.
So it makes it easier for Russia.
I would say balance it out.
Okay, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a good. It's going to be a good
game. It's a good game.
But coming back to Uruguay, right? I mean, you've got two great strikers. They've actually improved their midfield from the time of the 2010 World Cup when they reached the semis. They won the Copa America after that. They've got a good defense. They've got a solid defense with Atletico Madrid #1 centre backs Diego Gordon and Gimenez. What weaknesses do they really have here?
That's the only thing. Only weakness they have is if Suarez decides to again bite somebody.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, if he just says, "Oh, I bit this guy," but oh my, I just my mouth was open and I didn't intend to bite him. Those are
or
not
maybe
my
just he decides again to punch a ball.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he said it was the second hand of God at 2011.
New hand of God.
But that did save Uruguay there. It got them through to the semis.
You're not always that lucky.
You're not always that lucky. But still, Uruguay really should just have enough to go through here. Which leaves Saudi
team.
I mean, are they going to be just whipping boys, or do you think they might actually be able to make a difference?
I think Saudi Arabia will play a major role in the group because they will also help to decide who goes through, wwho joins Uruguay. Because at the end of the day, the goal difference might come into play if the Egypt-Russia match is a dampener 0-0 or there's a draw. the match against Saudi Arabia will come into play.
So whoever scores more against Saudi or has a better
again the thing with Saudi, typical Asian team, as we are seeing, they don't go up, they stay back. You can't score that much goal against them.
But I mean, yeah, they've got
interesting group. It's an
interesting group. It's going to be starting with Russia versus Saudi Arabia, of course, host nation versus Saudis, and that's going to really kick off, as we said, this whole fight to qualify alongside Uruguay.
And
Russia have not made it. Yeah, 14th June. What are we saying?
14th June is the opener. 19th June we have the important match, Egypt versus Russia. And as you were saying, sorry, I interrupted you.
I was saying, Russia have not made it
never,
to the group stage, but it's on Russian home soil, and the guy who's appointed as coach, Chernisov, he was told when he was appointed 2 years ago, you have to get to the semis of the World Cup. And when Putin says you get to the semis of the World Cup,
too optimistic or just how?
When Putin says you have to get to the semi-finals of the World Cup, you get to the semi-finals of the World Cup.
Something to learn from South Korea.
Yeah, I mean, that happened in 2002, they made it, but without a president who goes around poisoning people with polonium. Yes. So, my view is Russia will make it. Sumit says Egypt will make it as second in the group.
And we all say Uruguay will make it.
And we all know Uruguay is going to make it first. So, yeah, stay tuned to the Quint for more information on the rest of the groups. This was Group A.